Hey, welcome back to Fintelliq. Let me ask you something honest. You've got a good job. Maybe you're making 6 figures. Your bank account never technically overdrafts. You pay your credit card on time every single month. So by every normal measure, you're doing fine, right? Here's the number that should stop you in your tracks. Over 60% of households earning more than $100,000 a year in the US are living paycheck to paycheck. Not broke, not reckless, paycheck to paycheck. Total US credit card debt just crossed $1.14 trillion. The average interest rate on those cards is sitting above 21%, and the national personal savings rate has collapsed to under 4%. So if income isn't the problem, what is? That's exactly what we are breaking down today. 5 subtle, sneaky signs that you are quietly living beyond your means, signs that have nothing to do with buying yachts or private jets, and for every single one, I'm giving you the exact strategic fix to shut it down. Stick around till the end, because sign number 5 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it's probably happening to you right now. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the 5 signs, let's zoom out for a second, because I want you to understand why this is happening to smart, high-earning people specifically, in expensive cities and high cost of living regions. There's this thing called lifestyle creep, mixed with a bunch of subtle behavioral shifts, and together they are quietly pushing upper middle income earners toward financial fragility. Not overnight. Slowly. Like a slow leak in a tire, you don't notice it until you're stranded on the highway. And it's not because people are being obviously wasteful. It's driven by what I'd call insidious, compounding financial friction. Small stuff. Stuff that doesn't show up on your radar. In this video, we are covering 4 things. 1. Cash flow latency and billing arbitrage. Basically the timing tricks your bank account plays on you. 2. Asset illiquidity traps. When you're rich on paper but poor in your actual checking account. 3. Income skewed debt ratios, when your spending secretly outgrows your real guaranteed income. And 4. Every single one of these, a structured, actionable, behavioral economics backed fix you can literally implement this week. This is not a video about cutting out coffee. This is about structural engineering of your money. Let's go. Let's talk about what I call the high-income consumer trap, and it specifically hits people earning somewhere between $100,000 to $150,000 a year. Here's the thing. On paper, your income looks incredible, but underneath, persistent inflation in housing, healthcare, higher education, and insurance has been quietly eating away at your discretionary cash flow. That's the money you actually get to choose what to do with after the non-negotiable stuff is paid. Now, most people picture living beyond your means as something dramatic. Buying a luxury car you can't afford, booking an exotic vacation on credit, dropping cash on designer bags. That's the illusion, the version of overspending that's easy to spot and easy to judge. But the real data tells a completely different story. The reality is way less glamorous and way more dangerous, because it's invisible. It's housing costs that quietly crept up. It's debt that's slowly compounding in the background. It's a stack of small subscriptions you forgot you even signed up for. And here's the core truth of this entire video. Financial distress in high-income households is overwhelmingly caused by silent structural overhead and microleakages, not lifestyle excess. Not because you're being irresponsible, because the leaks are just really well hidden. So let's go find them. Okay, let's get into the actual numbers, because this table is honestly the scariest part of this whole report. Look at housing. Historically, financial advisors always said keep your rent or mortgage around 25% of your income. Today, in high cost of living areas, the average is 34.5%. That's almost 10 extra percentage points of your paycheck gone before you've bought a single meal. Auto financing and insurance used to be around 8%. Now it's over 14%. Cars have gotten more expensive. Insurance premiums have exploded, and that's classified as A. Depreciating liability, meaning you're paying more for something that's worth less every single day. Now here's the one that really gets me. Revolving debt service, that's credit card balances. You're carrying month to month, used to sit near 0 to 3% of income. Today, 9.8%. That's compounding loss. That's money actively working against you. And subscriptions and digital overhead, streaming, apps, memberships used to be less than 1% of income. Now it's 4.5%. We'll talk about exactly why in a few minutes. But look at the bottom row. This is the one that should genuinely worry you. Net wealth. Accumulation. The percentage of your income that's actually going toward building real wealth used to be 15 to 20%. Today, it's under 4%. That's not a rounding error. That's a generation quietly falling behind while their paychecks get bigger. All right, sign number 1, and I want you to be really honest with yourself here. This is called float dependency or billing cycle arbitrage, and it is incredibly common, even among people who think of themselves as financially responsible. Here's the pattern. You use your credit card's grace period, that window before interest kicks in, to bridge the gap between paychecks. And technically, you're fine. You pay the statement in full every single month. No interest charges. No red flags. You'd probably tell me your credit is spotless. But here's the hidden mechanism, and this is the part that should make you a little uncomfortable. You are relying entirely on next month's paycheck to pay off last month's expenses, which means your actual liquid cash cushion, real, sitting in the bank money, is basically at 0. And that's fine, until it isn't. If a single paycheck gets delayed by just 10 days, direct deposit hiccup, company payroll issue, whatever, or if one unexpected expense shows up, the entire system collapses. Instantly, you go from never carry a balance to carrying a high interest revolving balance, seemingly overnight. It's not that you did anything wrong. It's that the system you built had 0 shock absorption. So how do we fix float dependency? There's a specific strategy for this, and Fintelliq calls it the 1-month cash cushion. Here's exactly what to do. Step 1. Build a dedicated 1-month operating cash cushion sitting in your primary checking account. Not invested, not locked away, just sitting there, liquid, boring, available. Step 2. And this is the mindset shift that actually makes it work. You spend money in March that you earned in February. Let that sink in for a second. Instead of living off whatever just landed in your account, you're always spending last month's paycheck. That one shift completely decouples your spending from your credit card's billing cycle. The outcome? This completely eliminates your dependence on grace periods and credit float. And, maybe more importantly, it erases that low-grade cash flow anxiety a lot of people carry around without even realizing it. You stop white-knuckling it until payday. Your money finally has a 1-month head start on you, instead of the other way around. Sign number 2 is one I see constantly with high earners, and it's called high net worth, 0 liquidity, also known as being asset-rich, cash poor. On paper, your balance sheet looks fantastic. You've got home equity building up. Your 401k is growing. Maybe you've got RSUs, restricted stock units, vesting from your employer. Your net worth statement genuinely looks impressive. But here's the catch. Your actual liquid checking and savings accounts are hovering at a precariously low level. And here's the hidden mechanism. Illiquid assets, meaning stuff you can't quickly turn into cash, cannot settle immediate obligations. Your house equity can't pay for an emergency room bill. Your 401k can't fix your car this week. So when a real emergency hits, an urgent home repair, a medical deductible, asset-rich, people get forced into ugly options. High-interest home equity lines of credit, early 401k loans. Both come with fees, penalties, and serious opportunity cost. meaning that money stops growing for you while it's tied up paying off an emergency it should have never been used for. The fix here is called dynamic liquidity reallocation, and it's really about rebalancing where your money physically sits, not how much of it you have. First move, pause your optional, non-matched retirement over contributions, meaning contributions beyond what your employer actually matches, until you've built a real liquid emergency fund. This is temporary, not forever. Second move, build 3 to 6 months of your fixed expenses into a high-yield savings account, often shortened to HYSA. This gives you actual cash, earning actual interest that you can access in a day or two if something goes wrong. And third, here's a target number to aim for. Try to maintain a minimum 15% liquid to a liquid net worth ratio if you're a mid-career professional. That means for every dollar locked up in your house or your retirement account, you want roughly 15 cents sitting somewhere liquid and accessible. The outcome is simple but powerful. A resilient balance sheet that can absorb financial shocks without forcing you into debt to survive an emergency. Sign number 3 is a purely behavioral one, and it's sneaky because it feels completely rational in the moment. It's called mental accounting or future income discounting. Here's what it looks like. You justify a purchase today by mentally borrowing against money you don't have yet. I'll be fine. My bonus is coming in December. I'll pay it off when my tax refund hits. I'm getting a raise next quarter anyway. Sound familiar? The hidden mechanism is this. Future earnings are probabilistic, meaning they might happen, might not, might be smaller than expected. But current spending is fixed and deterministic, meaning it happens for sure, right now, guaranteed. You're trading a guaranteed obligation for an uncertain payoff. So what happens when the company has a rough quarter and bonuses shrink? Or the stock options vest at a lower price than expected? Your spending already happened. Your liabilities are already locked in. And now you're staring at a structural deficit that appeared seemingly out of nowhere, even though, if you're honest, you saw it coming the whole time. The fix for mental accounting is something called the zero-based variable income policy, and, honestly, this one rule alone could transform how you handle money. The rule is simple. Base 100% of your baseline lifestyle overhead, your housing, your utilities, your transportation, your food, strictly on your guaranteed base salary, not your bonus, not your expected raise, not your RSUs, just the number that's guaranteed to land in your account no matter what. Then, the protocol for anything variable, bonuses, RSUs, commission, treat it strictly as wealth acceleration capital, not lifestyle money. Split it. 80% goes toward debt reduction or investing, and 20% you're free to actually enjoy, guilt-free, after you've received it, not before. The outcome? Your day-to-day life stays anchored to income that's actually guaranteed, so a disappointing bonus season doesn't blow a hole in your budget. And meanwhile, when they windfalls do come in, they're compounding your wealth instead of quietly evaporating into lifestyle you'd already mentally spent them on. Sign number 4 is probably the one that's happening to you literally right now, while you're watching this video. It's called micro-subscriptions and frictionless spending. Think about it. $9.99 for a streaming tier, another few dollars for a premium app, a meal kit subscription, a gym membership you used twice this year. Individually, every single one feels negligible. Who's going to stress about $10 a month? But here's the hidden mechanism, and it's actually intentional, by design. Modern fintech platforms and apps are engineered specifically to remove friction from recurring transactions. They want you to forget you're paying. No renewal reminders, no re-entering your card number. It just happens silently every month. And the data backs this up in a pretty shocking way. The average American undercounts their own monthly subscription spending by $133 per month. Not the total spend, the amount they're wrong about. That's over $1,600 a year of money you're paying that doesn't even register in your brain as spending. The fix here is what Fintelliq calls the subscription, audit and virtual card firewall, and it's honestly one of the fastest wins in this entire video. Step 1. Conduct a quarterly line item audit. That just means every 3 months, sit down, pull up your credit card statement, and go through every single recurring charge, line by line. Cancel anything you're not actively using. Not might use. Actively using. Step 2. And this is the part that actually prevents the problem from creeping back. Root all of your discretionary subscriptions through a single virtual card with a hard monthly spending. Cap. Most banks and fintech apps let you generate virtual card numbers now. Set a limit. Once new subscriptions hit that ceiling, they simply get declined automatically without you having to remember or police it yourself. The outcome is straightforward. Your recurring charges become visible and bounded instead of silently multiplying in the background where you'll never notice them until the total finally shocks you. And now, sign number 5, the one I promised you at the very beginning, the one almost nobody talks about. It's called upgrading core infrastructure with every pay raise, or more. Simply, lifestyle creep. Here's the pattern. You get a raise or a promotion. Great, congratulations, you earned it. But, almost immediately, every increase in your gross income gets matched, dollar for dollar, sometimes more, by an upward shift in your fixed structural commitments. You move into a pricier rental. You finance a higher trim vehicle. You join a premium club or a nicer gym. Here's why this is so dangerous. Rising fixed costs raise what's called your personal break-even point, the minimum income you now need just to stay afloat. So even though your income went up, your actual margin for error shrinks. And that creates a nasty side effect, heightened career stress, because you're now more financially trapped in your current job than you were before the raise, since you can't afford to make less. You got a promotion and somehow ended up with less freedom than when you started. The fix for lifestyle creep is beautifully simple, and it's called the 50-50 income raise split rule. Here's the entire framework in one sentence. Whenever you receive a raise or a promotion, automatically allocate at least 50% of the net increase directly into automated investments or debt paydown before you ever see it land in your checking account. Set it up through payroll or an automatic transfer, so it happens without relying on willpower. That's it. That's the whole rule. And look at the outcome, because this is genuinely the best part. You still get to upgrade your lifestyle. You still get to enjoy that raise. This isn't about deprivation, but you're guaranteeing, structurally, automatically, that exponential savings growth happens in parallel. Half goes toward your future. Half goes toward enjoying your present. You get both. You just stop letting all of it silently disappear into upgraded fixed costs. Okay, so we've covered all 5 signs and all 5 fixes. Now let's zoom back out, because I want to leave you with a simple 3-step roadmap that ties this entire video together. This is the Fintelliq Actionable Blueprint. Step 1. Audit your fixed overhead ratio. Take your total non-negotiable monthly expenses and divide it by your net take-home pay. If that number is above 50%, that's your signal. Aggressive fixed cost restructuring isn't optional anymore, it's mandatory. Step 2. Automate your investment flows. Set up automatic transfers on payday straight into your high-yield savings account or your index funds before you allocate a single dollar toward discretionary spending. Pay your future self first, automatically, so it never competes with your willpower. Step 3. Establish structural barriers. Use separate bank accounts for your fixed bills, your short-term savings, and your variable lifestyle spending. This sounds simple, almost too simple, but it eliminates so much internal cognitive friction. You stop having to mentally track what money is allowed to be spent, because the accounts do that job for you. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. Regaining control over your personal finances is not about extreme deprivation. It's not about never buying coffee, never going out, Never enjoying your money. It is an exercise in structural engineering. Go back through these 5 signs in your head right now. Are you floating on credit without a real cash cushion? Are you asset rich but cash poor? Are you mentally spending bonuses that haven't even landed yet? Are subscriptions quietly draining you? And is every raise you get immediately swallowed by a bigger lifestyle? You don't need to fix all 5 today. Pick one. Start there. Recognizing these subtle indicators early and putting these systematic barriers in place is how high-earning professionals build real, durable, long-term wealth without sacrificing the quality of life they work so hard. 4. If this video actually helped you see your own finances a little differently, do me a favor, hit subscribe, drop a comment telling me which one of these 5 signs hit closest to home, and share this with the one friend who really needs to hear it. This has been Fintelliq. I'll see you in the next on.